Well, hello YouTube, and welcome to Friday's edition of The Breakfast Club. Got that funk. Thank you for joining me. I apologize for missing my normal day yesterday. Yesterday was the first relatively hot day we've had here in the UK so far this year, and I was invited to a hot tub party. And being as I'm from California, I never say no to a hot tub party because it's great. Anyway, but it did mean I couldn't really record yesterday, and as a matter of fact, I've got more things to do tonight, so this is going to be a brief video. Yesterday, when I was on my way to the hot tub party, I had an encounter which later on, afterward, I really regretted my response. Now, to give you a bit of background, I've taken it upon myself throughout my entire adult life to be the kind of person who just does random acts of kindness for no reason, not expecting any kind of reciprocation or even acknowledgement sometimes, just because it makes me feel good, you know. And so in that sense, I suppose it's selfish, because I do it because it makes me feel good, at least as much as helping other people out. But I'm honest with myself about that, you know. I don't kid myself into thinking that I'm like completely altruistic or whatever, you know. Anyways, and don't get me wrong, because anybody who's been watching me for any length of time knows that I'm not superstitious in the sense that I don't believe in God, I don't believe in angels and demons and all that kind of stuff. Having said that, I do sort of entertain the idea that angels exist, and they are we. They are me. I am one. You are one. You know, and I don't obviously mean angel in the celestial sense of the word. I basically mean that every once in a while, throughout your life, you know, the people who depend on you basically really need you to be there for them, and sometimes it can be inconvenient for you or whatever, but you're there for them because you care. And I like to extend that, like I say, to people I don't even know sometimes. Not all the time, but you know, certain random acts of kindness which are quite common for me. I mean, I do give money to beggars and buskers quite often. And as a matter of fact, yesterday I had given a beggar some money when I got off the train from work. But for some reason, later on, you know, I was on my way to the hot tub party, and I was standing at a crosswalk waiting for the light to turn green. And there was probably somewhere between 30 and 60 people standing in a huddle waiting to get across the road, you know, because I live in a city. And anyway, this young man comes up to me. Out of everyone there, he wasn't asking anyone else. He comes straight up to me and he says, "I need your help, please, can you help me?" And I'm like, "What do you need, bruv?" And he's like, well, he gave me some story about how he was stranded and he needed some money to travel with. And I said, "I'm sorry, I don't have any cash on me. I have my card." I said, "You know, how much money do you need?" And he said that he needed 10 pounds to be able to get back to the town that he lived in on the train. And he said that I could go with him to the train station and buy him the ticket if I felt better about that rather than giving him money. And I'm like, "I'm sorry, bro, I'm on my way to a party, you know, and I don't think I really want to give you 10 pounds. I said, "You know, that's a bit much to give a stranger." And then I walked away. And almost immediately I regretted it, because within sort of less than 60 seconds, I'm thinking to myself, A, the train station's not that far out of the way from where I'm going. B, I could be that guy. I could be desperate for some help. For whatever reason, he singled me out amongst a crowd of dozens and dozens of people to ask for help. And I was in a position to help him. At the moment, I could have spared 10 pounds even for a stranger, and I wouldn't have made a dent, right? But I don't even know why I said no. And like I say, having just a minute or so to reflect on it, I was thinking, damn it, Paul, you could have been that guy's angel today. And generally speaking, when I do these sorts of random acts of kindness for people, not so much when I give beggars money, because that's a little bit different, but sometimes I have given people tickets for free, for example. If I don't want to, if I have an extra ticket, or if I don't want to use tickets or whatever, I'll give them away just people I've never met before. Stuff like that is the kind of thing I've been known to do off and on over the years. And when I do these random acts of kindness, and people look at you relatively surprised because you help them out without expecting anything, even so much as a thank you, and all I say to them is, you know, do something nice for a stranger someday. And then I'm gone. I walk away. And more than anything, I really wish, I feel more guilty about this than I probably really need to, because I really feel that that was a moment for me. And although I don't believe in karma in the literal sense of the word, there's going to be a time when I'm going to need some kind of stranger's assistance. And part of my approach to doing random acts of kindness is because that's the kind of world I want to live in. I want to live in a world where you can ask a stranger for help and get it, as long as it's not a lifestyle. And that's the thing, this guy was definitely, well, I don't say definitely, he seemed pretty damn genuine to me. He would have been happy with me to go to the train station and buy him his ticket. And I didn't do it. I let myself down, I let him down. And I am guilty of not living up to my own standards about trying to create the kind of world that I want to live in. And so the next time something like that happens, I'm pretty sure that I will respond more positively, be a bit less selfish and a bit less in a hurry. What's the difference if you get to a party 5 minutes later, right? I mean, what the hell was I thinking? I don't even know. I would like to know, members of the audience, if you perform random acts of kindness. If so, do you have any sort of rules that you play by, as it were, or do you just never do anything nice for strangers because, hey, you don't know them, you don't owe them anything? Why should you? My answer to the why should you is because, for me, that's the kind of world I want to live in. And if I want to live in that kind of world, it's incumbent upon me to try to create it, insofar as it's within my power. I'd like to hear all your thoughts in the comment section down below, and tomorrow, which is Saturday now, JJ Talks will be here on The Breakfast Club. I look forward to seeing whatever she's got to talk about, and I'll see you again next week. Thanks for watching. Peace.